A shotgun snap for Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Brandon Marshall. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Rivers. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play. To defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. There's Keenum now on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Sutton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Third and 2. Keenum into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To throw is Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Booker trying to cement his hold on his starting job here early in the year as the Broncos have it 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting it down.
Sanders has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Keenum now to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Keenum. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll pitch it to Booker. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the gun, it's Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here, as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Keenum now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Working from the gun, Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. And incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off here on 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and all the way, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should.
On is the punter King to send it away. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And some room to maneuver. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. the tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. At the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, aren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Taylor. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now it's Taylor. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Derek Wolfe able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, 5, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Here's Keenum. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Going underneath for Gordon. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to like. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them, 11 yards and a first down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. But you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
4 down. Hey, 52. We're good.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Fresh off the pick 6, here's Keenum. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Ready. 3-19.
They go play action now. Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. second down. Taylor over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, here's Taylor. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind